Hello, hello, hello. Anybody remember Three Stooges? Hello, YouTube viewers and subscribers. Welcome to Sunday in the Shop. What a mess. Look at the mess. But all these tools are necessary. This is my newest stove. You're getting another sneak peek. I'll show you how the pipe goes in there. Here's the piece we're making. We have a throttle blade in it. We're not going for fashion or anything with this stove. We want a full-blown, that's 1 inch inside diameter. We want some air in that baby. Well, we're making a throttle blade. This is not easy to do. This is a screwdriver shaft. That's all I had. It is hard metal. I should have maybe heated it and took the hardness out of it. See how close I am with the cutter blades? We're going to use little Dremel bits. You know, stuff like this to Dremel back so it'll fit. We don't want to go too far. You don't want your slot to be seen outside of the pipe there. Let's grab the part of the stove and show you that. First I want to show you something. Keep rolling here. We don't have to edit nothing. If you see my sneak peek video, you see where I cut this off, right? Then I laid the piece back, I bit this off with the vice grips and cut that off. See the copper? They use copper to braze this. This is domed on the bottom. This is not easy to do. This took a lot of work. You have to really take your time. And I did my best job here because that's what you'll see when you look at the stove. So when you look down, so the bottom doesn't care if it's messy, okay? This piece goes in there like this. It sticks out about maybe ½ inch. And the thing is, we want our throttle blades so they don't stick out. The quarter was the perfect thing to use because there's a little bit of clearance around. They're not quite an inch. So you don't want to see that throttle blade stick out. I mean, it can stick into there. You know what I mean. You don't want this to be too short from here to here. This is just under a 1/4 inch hole shaft. Whatever. 15/64. Does that sound right? Now, if we can flip this over, let's pause, we'll flip it over, we'll show you what it looks like inside. Okay, can you see down in there? That's going to be a lot of air pouring up in there. And that'll set about a 1/4 inch below a grate. Okay? And it'll set maybe a ½ inch below the door opening. Because you got to leave room. Don't have your grate too close to your door opening bottom or the ashes will fall out. I think you know what I mean. So we've got that all measured out. The door, we won't worry about the measurements. We might stick it on her and show you approximate, but I would like to show you a few more things this Sunday instead of just the stove, but okay, there you go on that. We'll pause, we'll show you our stovepipe part and how we made it. Okay, we're over here. This fits snugger than any. This is a piece of that tubing just wrapped around it and squeezed. You know, wrapped around or it's tucked in, which you can't see it. And to weld it, the bottom was easy. It was 3 spot welds up in there, which you really can't see. Well, this was the trickier one to put the top on. So I spot welded here up on the corners. And then we came around and we ground an actual groove in a hole and then did that. We could have maybe done that at the bottom, but it's just a stove. I mean, when you look at it, if you look at it real quick, you're going to say, well, yeah, that's where it was welded. But that gives me that thing for the smoke to come up out of it. You know, then it has to go that way and up. So I don't think we'll really need a damper or anything. The trick is, excuse me, to get the heat to try to go to the top of the stove, okay, before it goes out the pipe. Plus that gives us approximately 3 inches of stove top. The top will be like 3 1/4, so there's an 8 inch gap. we're going to make the top removable. You'll see that in a video when it's done or whatever. So the top won't be welded on. I have a way to put little metal prongs where I just pull the top off, throw some charcoal down it, and pop the top back on. So this is going to be easy, convenient, easy to use, and easy to fire up and really get it going. This pipe is out of those struts I tore apart. Remember when I junked them struts for them shafts and cut them apart? That's what this pipe's on, but it laid outside and got rusted. That is on there so good you cannot get that out of there without really pulling on it. Well, this is a nice piece of pipe. I have 2 of these. It laid outside and this is what it looked like. See? What a shame. I couldn't bring it inside when it was nice. It was nice and clean and always had oil on. But that's just the way it goes. Let's pause and see what else we can think of to show you. This is neat. I found this in some of my stuff. It'll go in my trinket box in my desk. Now, if I remember right, somebody can think or look it up. Truckers used to wear like a leather cap. Not really like it. I'm trying to think. Not like Hogan's Heroes where the Air Force pilots or... It was kind of like a leather cap, sort of, with a little short bill. Like maybe a delivery guy or something. And that is their chauffeur's badge. Can we get up real close? We'll take a close-up picture of that. I found this many, many years ago. Had to throw it off in some stuff and then found it again. So we'll take a couple pictures just real close so you can at least see what that is right there. And see if you can tell me what you think all that is in there. Okay, I got a picture as close as I could. It's hard to do because no matter where you have the light, say you start creating a shadow with the lens, we're going to see, I'm touching it with the lens right now, the camera. So you can pause and look at it, there'll be a picture at the end. What is all that? My vision cannot make it out. This man standing there, there's a house back there, a building. I cannot even tell you what's on the left side. I'm going to have to look at it in my computer. You know, my laptop, it'll be a lot bigger on the back of this camera screen. So, there's an interesting item there you can research. And tell me what all you see in that little picture right there. Okay, let's find a couple more things. Probably won't be too long a video. I'm wanting to get things done. It's 5 o'clock at night on Saturday. So, you know we want to get done and get in the house and get out of the shop there for the day. Stay tuned for something else. Well, we almost got it. We can do this without a tripod. See what I mean? You don't want the slot to be bigger than the pipe. Here, let me see if I can get my finger up here. You know what I mean? You want the slot to be inside the pipe. You don't want it to stick outside. We have to shave a little bit out the corner and try to square it up. This is tricky to do. Bear with me. We're going to take a little bit off the quarter. Hold on and I'll show you why. See? It's almost there. I'd rather shave the quarter off and have it kind of squared on the edges. If I can tap this in there, right, I won't have to put a hole and a screw in there. What's this? There's a good state, Tennessee. I might even put it so you can see it where you're turning. You look in there. It's getting pretty beat up by gouging in and out of there, but see what I mean? I need to just shave a little bit off it. Because I was afraid of going any further, and I have dremeled it. You can see where the slot's actually too wide. It doesn't have to be perfect because no one's going to see it. Here, back off. Somebody said, yeah, you need to back off. Here, can you see what I'm working on? Yeah, I'm not being sarcastic, you know what I mean. I Mr. Close-Up all the time. Get them closer. Read that detail. What's that say? 1796? Okay, let's do that real quick, and then we'll be back. And then we'll be done with the video. We want to go in the house. We did it. We did it. The quarter fell out. Here, let's do a take 2 on that. Well, guys, we did it. We're going to try to solder that from the back. But I don't know, it'd be hot. I think we better drill it. What do you think? Yeah, let's forget the solder. We've had that problem. We're going to heat that shaft up, let it cool down so it softens. We're just going to drill a hole through it and put one of our little bolts in it. But you'll be able to look in there and see that. Made in the USA. We got a little carried away. We put flats on it. Let it fall out. We'll show you. See? We had to flat it. That's it. Right here. Thanks for watching. We'll take a picture of that up close. Wham! 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 Grow up.